we asked them, what were you thinking about yesterday? And they were not sitting around thinking, gotta win the contest, gotta win the contest, gotta win the contest, gotta win the contest. What they were thinking about is the process. We've been speaking over the past couple of weeks about the importance of 6 hours of talk time, but how you arrive at that 6+ hours of talk time, there's a different mental approach that you can take. As you may remember, we talked about trying to find 6 quality conversations per day. Anybody remember that? Look for 6 quality conversations per day, 6 PECs, 6 times that you have a complete explanation of our program from beginning to end, where you have a chance to explain all the benefits to all relevant decision makers, to which you receive an answer to your offer of insurance and request for referrals. If you do that 6 times a day and you close 1 or 2 of them, you're going to make 6 figures. Close 2 or 3, you're going to make 200,000 as opposed to 100,000. Close 3 or 4 a day, you're going to make 300,000 instead of 200,000. It's really just that easy, right? It's just that easy if we allow it to be. But sometimes we get focused on the wrong thing. So we can get focused on either, I got to get talk time. Well, you can babble for several minutes per call and rack up some talk time. Not all talk time is good talk time. Good talk time is meaningful talk time. And if you have 6 good conversations, you're going to automatically end up with 6 meaningful hours of talk time. So it's a combination of, yes, the process, but also having a process-oriented result. So if you're talking to clients, you're following the PEC, and you're doing policy reviews, you're going to have a good outcome. Sometimes we're doing PECs, we're not making sales, and we wonder why. You skipped a step, right? In an effort, I got to get this done. I got to be quick. You call the insurance company, you wait more than 7 minutes. Well, listen, man, don't worry about that. When you get your policy, just call them and I'll give you a list of questions, talk to them. Let's talk about getting you some insurance. Slow down. Skipping steps does not make it easier. Skipping steps does not make it better. I would rather have 4 slower PECs where I had a chance to go through, explain everything, do a policy review, and request referrals than 8 half-done PECs. Everybody got that? You want to make sure that you dial as fast as you can, dial. But when you get somebody on the phone, we must slow down. You got to downshift. You got to downshift and live in that moment. The most important client is the one in front of you at any given time. It's called maximizing the engagement. Now, even though a contest is not at the forefront of your mind, you can allow it to be a motivating factor. As a matter of fact, you want it to be a motivating factor, because if someone asks a question like this, who thinks they're going to make it to the starting 5 of their category, you need to have a loud and resounding response. What say you?
Me.
There you go. Greg gets the idea. You need to all think that you're going to make it into the starting 5. More than that, who's going to eclipse the starting 5 and have an MVP honor?
Me.
Greg is going to win everything, apparently.
For real.
And the rest of you, wake up, because you should be winning everything as well. Because when it comes to these contests, you got to know how to play it. Sometimes in a professional sports team, the rookie will come in and they are schooled by the veteran. So the veteran's like, look, let me tell you how you play this game. So some of us don't really know how contests work. With a contest, even if you lose, you win. Right? Even if you lose, you win. What happens is, many of you, there's only 5 spots at the top of your category: rookies, junior varsity, varsity. So some people think, well, 5 people are going to win, everybody else is going to lose. But it really doesn't work that way, and I'll tell you why. As human beings, we have to hold ourselves accountable, and we have to find something to motivate ourselves. So believe it or not, if you entered the contest, whatever effort you put in this week, it's a little bit more than you would have put in if you weren't in the contest. It's just the way that it goes. So if I say, you know what, I'm going to work really hard this week, or I say I'm going to put up $25 And if I don't hit my goals, I lose 25 bucks. If I do hit my goals, I save 25 bucks and I might be able to win some money. Meaning, if I get my talk time, that waives the $25 requirement. And as I'm getting at least 25 hours of talk time, I'm going to talk to more people than I would have if I did not. So even if I get 1/2 of a sale, 1/3 of a sale, even if I got an extra $200 in annualized premium that I wouldn't have gotten unless I was on the phones trying to win the contest. Did I lose because I didn't get into the top 5 space? Or did I win because I won the most important contest of them all? What's the most important contest of them all?
Paycheck.
Wendy knows. You can't
Paycheck next
lose.
week.
When you're chasing a big week and it turns a $5,000 week into a $6,000 week behind the scenes, or it turns a $10,000 week into a 15, or turns a 20 to a 30, whatever extra you get by kicking it into high gear, you can't lose when you try to win a contest. Because even when you lose, you win, which means you really didn't lose. The most important contest is your commission check. It's your commission check. So when you run for the contest, you already won. But it does get gooder, because if in the process of chasing the contest, you do land in the top 5, well, now you got a bonus on top of your commission. Now, if you get to the top of your category and you keep going, you're like, hey, I'm top 5 rookie, top 5 junior varsity, top 5 varsity, but I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to be top 5 of the top 5s. Then you're going to pick up another prize on top of it. So somebody on this call is going to be top 5 in their category and top 5 of the top 5s, and they're going to win at the $2,000 prize level. Think about that for a second. $2,000 multiplied by your 13-week percentage equals hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars in your pocket, plus whatever extra money you got from all that Social Security billing AP that you've generated this week. Might not seem like much. I'm not impressed. Well, let me tell you why you should be impressed. You should be impressed because it's very possible to have $5,000 in your checking account next Thursday. $5,000 is not here right now. It is very possible to have $4,000 worth of commission from all these SSB sales, throw another $1,000 on top of it in bonuses, and have an extra $5,000 next Thursday that's not in your account right now. Pause. If I gave you an extra $5,000 right now, make some noise if you can find something to do with it.
Preach. Preach.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's already
1000%.
Yes, definitely.
Amen.
Oh, yeah.
Hallelujah.
And this is why, although you may not have the contest in the front of your mind, it is okay to have it in the back of your mind. It's okay to be motivated by the contest, because sometimes we forget that we are in a business that on any given week or on every given week, you can make $3,000, $4,000, or $5,000. Said another way, if a person really needed to make $20,000 next month, person needed to make $20,000 next month, they got 4 weeks to do it. You are in a business that if you so chose, you're like, you know what? I'm going 20K 4 weeks in a row because I really need this money. You can have a $20,000 month. Did you forget you were in a business that you can have a $20,000 month? Did you forget that you were in a business that you can have 12 $20,000 months and make $250,000 a year? If you forgot that, that's the value of the contest. See how this works? The contest is a two-edged sword. On one hand, yes, it motivates us because it's like, wow, you look back and you think I had a pretty good week. But when we put these contests up, it's so that you can see what your week can look like when you actually do your best. Sometimes we would never know what's possible unless the contest pushed us a little bit. Yesterday, Molly probably would have had at least 5,000, but maybe she had 7 because the contest is floating around in her mind a little bit. Maybe some would have had 2,000 yesterday, but they made it to the sad club because the contest is floating around in their mind a little bit. The true value of the contest is not just what it does for you in the contest. It's like, oh, wait a minute, this is what they're talking about. So when I'm highly motivated and I follow the system, which stands for saving yourself time, energy, and money, when I follow the system and I get the talk time, I put in the work, I can do 5,000. I can do 6,000. I can do 7. 7 times 5 is 35,000. I've been underselling myself in this business. And when you carry that with you and you allow that contest to motivate not just the week that you're in, but you allow the contest to motivate your week, motivate your month, motivate your year, motivate your career, then that little contest that puts the 250 or the 500 or the 1,000 in your pocket, what it really does is unlocks the bigger contest, which is that $5,000 or $6,000 or $7,000 commission check. That you see how that works? So are you taking full advantage of the contest? Are you allowing yourself to get excited? Some people are too cool for school. Contest, whatever. No, you want to actually allow yourself to be motivated. Get caught up in the momentum and the energy of the contest. Try to win it. Really try to get into the top 5 and then try to get into the top 5 of the top 5. And that's how you unlock $5,000 commission checks. See how that goes? Because you want that same mindset every single week. So today, I want you guys to get in contest mode. Contest mode is where you are focused on making sure that you have at least 6 hours of talk time acquired by 6 quality conversations, close as many as you can. And the key to doing that is to get on the phones as early as possible. A crucial mistake that I see a lot of agents make is they simply get off of this call, they let all the momentum drain out of their body, all the enthusiasm go by the wayside, they go get a cup of coffee, they go work out, they go do whatever they do, get back on the phones at 10:30 and wonder why they don't feel as good as they did early in the morning. So we're gonna do something a little different today. When I wrap my call up, we're gonna go to our huddles, all right? And your huddles can be however long your coach feels like they need to be. Okay, so if you got, if they have 5 minutes of things to talk about, that's great. If they got 15 minutes of things to talk about, that's great. But whenever you get off of the phone or out of the Zoom rather, and go to whenever your meeting finishes, I want you to make some noise if you can be in the immediate dial club. So meeting ends. And as soon as the meeting ends, you jump straight on the phone. Make some noise if you think you can handle that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes,
sir.
ready.
Straight
on the can.
That's right.
Well,
Let's
let's
go.
Yes.
well, let's find out. Because we're going to do a little contest today, but there's a special qualification that you have to be in it. So we're going to repeat what we did yesterday, right? Anybody who has a sale by noon, your local time. So anyone who has a sale by noon, your local time, you are able to get the $25 Amazon gift card, a little treat, all right, a little bonus. You can buy yourself something special for getting a sale. Make some noise if you like the idea of having a contest, a commission check, and a little spiff on top of it.
Absolutely.
We love free
That's
money.
great. That's great.
Deb likes that.
Very
Deb,
much so.
Love that word. I haven't heard that word in forever. Spiff.
Spiff. Deb is already excited. She's like, you know what? I already thought about something I want to buy with my $25. But to qualify, you can't just say it. There's a special requirement. So you can't just be like, yep, I'm going to do it. In order to get the $25, you have to have at least 1 minute of talk time by 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. Got it? You have to have at least 1 minute of talk time by 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. And the only way to pull that off will be to get straight off of your call and go straight into your set of calls. Now who thinks they can do it?
I'm going to do it now.
I'm going to do it.
We'll see.
Absolutely.
Now don't go
Let's
skipping.
go.
Don't go skipping your meetings like, well, hey, I'm skipping this meeting today. You must attend your huddle. All right. Attend your huddle and then leave your huddle, get on the phones. You need at least 1 minute of talk time. 1 minute of talk time by 9:30 Eastern Standard Time is the same as an opt-in. And then if you have that, you can unlock the $25 bonus if you get a sale by noon.
Henry, is it also enforced where if they get 2 or 3 sales, they get the 25 for each one or not?
Rory, that would be very generous on your part. Are you willing to offer that again? $25 for any sale they get before noon?
I think so. I mean, unless somebody objects.
Give it up for Rory.
Thank you, Mr. Rory.
No one
Thank
will object.
you.
The
Thanks,
more
Doc.
money.
Great job.
I see Ellie has a nice flyer for this, Henry. She calls it the Early Bird Contest, and she writes in there, rise and sell.
Nice. Rise
and sell.
Oh, home office. Let's go.
A good day starts with a good power hour. A friend of mine used to deliver mail. And that's what in the morning they called it the golden hour, the power hour. They get mail all sorted and get everything all lined up because it made their day go faster.
Henry, I'm sorry to keep interrupting.
No,
do you think the coaches are going to promote this rise and sell, Henry?
I don't know. You would think when they get to the huddle, they would promote the rise and sell. And you would think that if they promote that rise and sell, the agents will be all excited because the agents understand that, well, maybe they don't. Make some noise if you like your coach.
I love my coach.
I love my coach.
All the coaches I had too.
All our coaches ever.
Amazing.
Henry, we always ask who's the best coach.
All of them the best. All of them
Look
the
at
best.
Jackie. We all know that Superman. Look
All of
at
them
the
the
Jackie.
best. No breaks.
Peoria,
No breaks. Everybody is the best.
Let me let you in on a poorly kept secret. All right. But SLS is a business. And that means that your coaches are in business. Sometimes we accidentally sabotage our coach. Did you know it's possible to sabotage the coach you love so much? It's possible to sabotage them. The way you can sabotage your coach is if you don't call and you don't sell, because it makes your coach look bad. Like, for example, I know the Crusaders, you like your coach, right? You like Nate and you like Zach, but boy, you made him look bad yesterday. Right? And if you keep making your coach look bad, they have very uncomfortable meetings with the executive team. Because we start to ask questions like, well, does your team still like you? Do they have your support? Why aren't they working? What's going on? And sometimes your coaches have to shrug their shoulders like, I don't know what they're doing. They cut, half of them come to the meeting, half of them don't. The ones that show up, they're all excited. They say they're going to make some sales. Then they get distracted. They're not making phone calls. Next thing you know, we're having a bad day. But if you keep having bad days and bad weeks and bad months, then you put your coach in a really awkward situation because now they're like, well, I can't answer for my team. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. And then the executive team will like, well, what are we going to do? We got to get production. And you can really put your coach at a serious disadvantage. So if you like your coach, you say you like him, you just made a bunch of noise. If you really like your coach, there's something you can do that helps you. And while it helps you, it helps them. What do you think that is?
Do what you're supposed to do.
Work.
Get to work. Get to
on
work.
the phone.
I go to work.
Grind.
Work.
Right.
Sometimes you guys have record-setting days, and that's awesome. Sometimes, I got to be honest with you, you have some days that should never happen. You have some days so low, it's like, you just didn't even work yesterday. And I know, and I know you didn't work because I look at the talk time and everybody just went and did whatever they want to do. So we're all in this together. Agent, teams, agency, you can't work every day. We understand that. Some days there's a couple of hours that you got to go do other stuff. This is not a job. We are not your boss. So I'm not here to beat you up. If you didn't work yesterday, oh my God, he's talking about me. I'm not just talking about yesterday. I'm talking about in general, right? We're all running our own insurance stores every single day. So it's important that we pay attention to our business. We got to work. We got to work. So when you work, you're able to generate money, pay your bills, and you're also able to protect the jobs of your coaches. Because if you like them, then you need to have some good days. Otherwise, you put them in a very precarious situation. So it's Love Your Coach Day. Love your coach by loving yourself, and make sure that you hit your numbers. What's going to help you hit your numbers? Chasing those 6 PECs. Why are you going to chase those 6 PECs? You want to win that contest in the back of your mind. And what's going to help you do it? The Power Hour, by getting straight from your huddle to the phones and having as many sales as you can by noon, because Rory has upgraded the spiff. Because now he's like, you know what? I won't just give you $25 for your first sale that you have by noon. I'll give you $25 for anything you sell by noon, your local time. And so we're going to make our way to our huddles right now for a quick little huddle ski with your teams. And we're going to go there by saying no excuses, only results count. The more you say, the more believe, the more you believe, the more you sell. If you are fired up today and you're like, I'm going to make sure that I make sales. And when I make sales, I'm not just going to make a bunch of appointments for a sale. I'm going to make actual sales. Some of you guys make a lot of appointments. It's like, okay, Ms. Jones, I'll call you back in a month. Well, you can't do that anymore because we're going to save you from yourself. Some of you were making appointments pushed out so far that by the time you called them, Lincoln Heritage sold the person anyway. So we have saved you from yourself. You can still schedule appointments, but you can't be scheduling them all way out into the distance anymore. We have set the system to where you can set that appointment within 1 week. Because usually if you don't see them within 1 week, you've lost that sale anyway. If the appointment rolls around and you miss the appointment because you're on, we'll give you another 24 to 48 hours to catch that person. But quit setting all these long distance appointments. The client, very rarely does the client actually need 17 days to wait before they talk to you. I know it, you know it. We're just accepting these week excuses, and then it creates week checks. So yes, you can still schedule appointments, but not as far out. You got a week to schedule the appointment. You missed the appointment, you got 24 to 48 hours to wrap it up. If not, then that person's going to go out into the world where somebody else can help them. Because guess what? Even if you tell that client, hey, I'll call you in 23 days, the rest of the world does not honor that obligation. So all the other insurance agents in the world, they go, oh, hands off, can't talk to Billy Monroe in Minnesota because, Henry said, they're going to call and blow right past your appointment. So you want to be in contact with your clients every 5 to 7 days anyway, if you don't make a sale that first day, because there's a fortune in the follow-up, but if you don't follow up fast enough, no fortune. See how that goes? So today, we're not going to close appointments. We're going to close sales, and we're going to do it by saying no excuses, only results count in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Work.
Excuses.
Let's get it.
Excuses.
Right.
No excuses.
No excuses.